For all my girlies who are going through a breakup right now and it just seems like it is never going to get better and you're going to be miserable for the rest of your life and never get to a place where you actually feel joy and peace again, I just want to give you some perspective. 6 months and I was in a trauma bond. So literally every cell of my body was addicted to this relationship and it's almost impossible to get out of in one piece alive. I would say right at 6 months, something happened that is nothing short of miraculous. And I may make another video on this. In fact, I've tried to make a video on this phenomenon 3 times, and every single time I record it, it actually doesn't work. It actually erases it. So I don't know if my spirit guides, angels don't want me to make the video, but it has a spiritual component. But suffice it to say that through all of the pain and the no contact and the manipulation and the things that I went through over that 6 months, because there were times that the no contact was broken and a lot of it was manipulative, I just hit a point where all of a sudden I felt peace. And I've had several moments since then where I feel such peace and that restless need to hear from them, that restless just angst that they're gone and that you're not going to hear from them and they're not going to text you and it's just going to be silence. That goes away all of a sudden and you're happy and you're at peace. And at first, you don't want to believe that you're at peace because you've been in fight or flight and in survival for so long that you didn't think that you could be happy again. You didn't think that you would ever find peace again. And so you don't believe it. And you almost don't want to get too excited about it because you're like, tomorrow I'm just going to be crying again. But that doesn't happen. I have cried once in the last 4 weeks because I watched a movie that made me sad. But other than that, the rest of the 4 weeks, I have been happy. I have been at peace. I have been calm. I have been regulated. And I love doing things now of my choosing. I always did things of my choosing, even when I was in my toxic relationship. But the difference was I was always thinking about him. In the back of my mind, there was usually some game that he was playing. We were in some place in the abuse cycle of the love bombing and then the devaluing and the discard. We went over that so many times that we were somewhere along that trajectory of that abuse cycle. And so I couldn't really enjoy what I was doing for myself because I was in a constant state of panic and fear that the shit was going to hit the fan. And now I get to do things that I want to do and live in this beautiful, amazing life that I've always had, that being with him never took away. I've always had the foundations for an amazing life, amazing friends, amazing family, amazing everything. And I'm able to now live in that and enjoy it and not worry about him and what he's doing and how he's traumatizing me. It's absolutely miraculous and beautiful. And I just want to say, it took 6 months. And if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, for all the abuse that you went through, and I was only with him for a year. And so I'm thinking about people that are with loved ones for longer. 6 months really for me was not that long of time to go through a breakup and healing to get to where I am today. So hang in there.